So, Christina, how did the story for Bumblebee first come to you about having a girl with her car and...
Honestly, it was something I was just excited to tell even before I went into the Transformers writers' room in 2015. Before I even went into the room, I knew I wanted to tell the story of a girl and her car. I wanted to tell a smaller story, and one that was really character-driven. It was really about a broken girl who's kind of got this hole in her heart, having lost her father, and a broken robot, and kind of seeing them on their journey of getting to know each other and falling in love in some ways and healing one another.
Now, this movie is more character-driven than the other Transformer movies. Is it true that the character of Charlie is inspired by your nieces?
Yeah. She is inspired by my niece Jeannie, who's in the UK, who is now 7. She's arriving on Saturday for an LA trip, which I'm excited about. But even when she was little, the thing that inspired me was that she was just her own person. She was both a girly girl and a tomboy. She had all these different interests. There was no world in her mind where there were boys' toys and girls' toys. She was a bit of everything. And I wanted her to see characters on screen who felt like her, who felt nuanced and who felt like they went, they could do anything and they weren't limited to just one thing. And then the other niece is Sylvie, who's in New York, who is 12. And really it was about her relationship with her father. She is incredibly close to her dad. She sadly lost her mum while we were making this movie. And her relationship with her dad was such an inspiration for Charlie because she has, taken on his love of cars. Yeah. They watch racing every weekend together. She's shared his love of music. And I love that relationship between them. It's so special. And really it became kind of the beating heart in some ways of Charlie's story.
I'm sorry to hear that about her mum.
Thank you.
Do you think it's important to see more female protagonists on screen that are multi-layered and don't just fit into that one box like nerd or tomboy?
Yes, absolutely. I think we probably grew up in a world where we're watching so often just these stereotypical neat little versions of women, and that's not what women are like. It's not what girls are like. It's not what human beings are like. So yes, I think we just need to start seeing more women who, and listen, Charlie is a good girl, but generally on screen I'm trying to write characters who are neither good nor bad, who are not one thing or the other, who are intelligent and silly, and who are girly and boyish, I wanted to be able to play with that because I think that's what real life is like, and
exactly.
We haven't seen enough of it on screen, and there are actresses who deserve better roles.
Yes, I love that. Yeah. What was it like working with director Travis Knight?
He is fantastic. He was a great collaborator. It's always a little nervous-making when someone comes in. Like, this was a really personal script to me. I'd been working on it for a long time, so when he came in, I was nervous. But he immediately kind of was drawn to all the things that drew me to it in the first place. He was so collaborative, so thoughtful and sensitive, and we saw eye to eye on a lot of things. So he was a fantastic partner in crime.
Oh, great. Now, what was your first car?
Oh, my first car was a hand-me-down because I am the youngest of 3 girls. So I had a fourth-hand VW Polo, which I was very bad at driving.
But it was a VW, though.
Yeah, it was a VW.
Oh.
I know.
Yeah. If you could transform into anything, what would it be?
Anything, not just a car?
Yeah.
Oh, that's too big a question. If it were a car, it would be a Lamborghini Diablo.
Okay.
I'll have to think about if it was anything.
Yeah.
Maybe a Concorde so I could get back home and see my family more.
Oh, that's a good answer. Now, do you think we could expect a sequel?
I think you will have to wait and see and keep fingers crossed, as I am.
If they were to go ahead with a sequel, do you have any ideas for that?
I've always got ideas. So yeah, there's things percolating.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll have to wait and see.
I like that.
Sworn to secrecy.
Yes. Now, back to the movie. How do you think Charlie's relationship, or how does she change because of her relationship with Bumblebee?
Yeah. For me, it's really about her kind of healing this hole in her heart. We begin with her and she is, in some ways a typical teenage girl, but she's also a teenage girl who's brokenhearted. She's lost her most central relationship. She's lost the person who understood her and was like her translator for the world. So I think for her, the meeting with Bumblebee is seeing that there is someone else out there who will see her for who she is and who will love her for who she is. And it's about opening her heart back up. Like in some ways, Bumblebee is the one who allows her to forgive her mother and open her heart up to her whole family. So hopefully it's really about leaving her in a much happier, healthier place.
Well, thank you so much for talking to
Thank
Hey
you.
You Guys. I hope that your nieces have seen the film.
They have, and they love it.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much. I think you've got a great future ahead of you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey, you guys, huh?
Hey, you guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yes.
Nice.